dates, we bought them stuff. After they got married, all that stuff stopped. I'm not saying that is my situation, but I understand how things can develop in that way. Because once you have your married son at home, locked down, away from the calls of other men, then what? And that is how I felt after I got my DTM, Distinguished Master Award, about a year ago. I felt that the zeal and the zest that had led me to take up leadership roles, to deliver speeches, had gone. Because now I had the DTM plaque in my house. Then what was I supposed to do with it? That is why I decided to take on the effective coaching path. My goal is that I'm going to pass on the lessons that I've learned through my DTM to other members of Toastmasters. This evening I'm going to talk to you about two areas where I've learned in Toastmasters, and I want to pass it on to other members. I want to teach other members how to be efficient when preparing for speeches, and I want to teach members how to use leadership positions to overcome your weaknesses. Let us start with the first of these. I want to learn how to coach members to be efficient when preparing their speeches. I joined Toastmasters in October 2016, and I delivered my first icebreaker in January 2017. Preparing that speech felt like eating a broken soda bottle. It was unpleasant. And even after weeks of writing it and practicing it, I was still extremely nervous that I didn't dare come and present it at the front from memory. I read it from a script. This didn't change with other speeches. To the extent that for future speeches, I found myself procrastinating, refusing to take up the speaking role whenever the Vice President Education called up. And when I had the opportunity, I dropped out because I didn't feel prepared. This however changed in 2019 when I came across a YouTube video that showed high school students preparing 10-minute speeches in just 30 minutes. I wanted to earn that superpower. After research, the gist of how they did it was that they thought of their speeches as a meal, and the recipe that they used is the speech structure. I adopted those methods, and over the next Toastmaster year, I delivered over 30 speeches, and today, I can prepare 30 minutes of podcast content in a week. That is equivalent to 4 Toastmaster speeches every week. That is what I want to coach other members of Toastmasters on. How to be efficient whenever you're preparing speeches so that you can enjoy the process. But Toastmasters is not just about public speaking, it is also about leadership. After all, this is where leaders are made. And this brings me to the second point. I want to coach members of Toastmasters to use leadership opportunities to overcome their weaknesses. I first became a leader in Toastmasters in July 2017 when I was elected the sergeant at arms of our club. The following year, I was elected as vice president of membership. In 2019, when we were in Kampala for the annual district conference, Scholar Kimani, who was president at that time, suggested that I run for president. I was intrigued by the idea, but I was also afraid. I knew that being a leader in Toastmasters is a voluntary position, and like Don's DTM, the other leaders could easily abscond on me. After reflecting on that decision for a while, I had an epiphany. What if I used that year of presidency to overcome this weakness I had? What if I decided to use that year to learn how to motivate other people? And that is exactly what I did. Over the next year, I used the resources available to leaders in Toastmasters and also mentorship from other Toastmasters. And I not only held on to those offices, but together we are able to keep the club as vibrant as we received it from our predecessors. That is the other thing that I want to teach other members of Toastmasters. How to use every leadership opportunity to overcome your weaknesses. Let me conclude. The reason I chose the effective coaching path is to pass on the knowledge that I've learned from my DTM. I want to teach people how to be efficient in writing their speeches. I want to teach them how to use leadership positions to overcome their weaknesses. Hopefully, by the end of this year, my Toastmasters journey will be reinvigorated. Henry Ford said that anyone who stops learning is old, whether they are 20 or whether they are 80 years old. But anyone who keeps learning is young. My hope is that in 2022, I'm going to remain young. Back to you, Madam President.